If you constantly need people to agree with you, you feel uncomfortable making calls on your own, you are not alone. Here's the truth. You cannot lead if you are waiting to be validated. I am your coach Parul Sood, and in this video, we are going to talk about one shift that defines your leadership, moving from needing validation to making decisions. Let us talk about the habit we all start with. Most of us grow up being rewarded for being right. You check with your boss, you ask for opinions, you want reassurance before acting, and it works until you become a leader. Because now people are looking at you for answers. Let me explain with a story example. What do you think, Lou? A new manager walks into the meeting. Every time a decision comes up, she says, "What do you think? What would you suggest?" Sounds collaborative, right? But after a few weeks, her team feels confused because they are thinking, if you are a leader, why are you not deciding? She wasn't being collaborative, by the way. She was seeking validation. Let's hear it out. What is validation versus clarity? Now, there's a difference. It is, in fact, taking input but not needing approval. Leaders take perspectives, but they do not outsource decisions. Because the moment you keep asking, "Is this okay?" you lose authority. Here's a story too. The approval habit. A team lead had a habit. Before sending any important email, he would check with the boss every time. One day, his boss said, "Why are you asking me? You already know the answer." That's when it hit him. He wasn't lacking the skill. He was lacking confidence in his own judgment. So, why we seek validation? Let's be honest. Validation feels safe because if things go wrong, you can say, "Everyone agreed." But leadership doesn't work like that. When things go wrong, the responsibility still comes back to you. Let's hear out another example, the missed opportunity. A leader had a chance to move fast on a project, but instead of deciding, he kept looping in more people, more opinions, more discussions. By the time he decided, the opportunity was gone. Not because he wasn't smart, but because he could not decide without validation. Let's talk about the shift to decision maker. Real leaders make this shift from "do you agree with me?" to "here's what we are going to do." They listen but do not depend. They take responsibility for outcomes, accept that not everyone will agree. And most importantly, they understand that clarity builds trust more than consensus. So, what it feels like? At first, it feels uncomfortable. You doubt yourself. You'll wonder if you are wrong. You will want to get back to asking everyone. But slowly, you will notice something. People start trusting you more because you are not just asking questions anymore, you are giving direction. So, if you are stuck in validation mode, remember this: leadership is not about being approved. It is about being responsible. You won't always be right, but you have to be decisive, and that is what people follow. If this resonated with you, ask yourself today, am I asking for input or am I asking for approval? And if you want more real practical leadership insights, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.